The Big Ten down to just one game. Buckeyes trying to bounce back from that loss to Purdue on Sunday. They lost 2 of their last 3. First half, Buckeyes up 10. Jared Sullinger goes set a screen on the defender, causes Mike Tisdale to provide help on the ball. Sullinger slides through, and that's what happens when Sullinger gets free. At 12 points, 11 rebounds, 13th double-double of the year. Buckeyes up 12. John Diebler, 13 points, 3 for 3 on threes. Buckeyes up 15 at the half. And then David Lighty just took over the game. Buckeyes up 11. He takes the ball from Crandall Head, just takes it from him. Bucket and the foul at the other end. Thad Matta said they ought to build a statue to Lighty outside the arena. Lighty scoring there. He scored 13 straight points for the Buckeyes.
He went to school there with Jerry Lucas. That's how long he's been there.
He scored 13 straight points, 17 in the second half. He had 21.6 steals for the game. Buckeyes roll 89-7.
Respond to that loss at Nebraska over the weekend. Iowa State going to find out. We're going to hear from Tristan Thompson. I played 18 minutes and had 3 rebounds. He's talking about against Nebraska. That's unacceptable. For me being the player that I am, that's unacceptable. Well, this is acceptable. Jordan Hamilton misses Thompson. Accept that. And then Daj Balbe misses the jumper. Thompson there for the rebound, and he says, try again, brother. Hits the lay-in. Still, Iowa State just down 3, and then the miss here of the jumper, and then Thompson is so fired up, he tips it in the wrong basket. He had 8 rebounds in the first half. Texas was up 9 at the half. They've been known to kind of play down to the competition in the second half. Not so much. Jordan Hamilton, 3 for 16 in that Nebraska loss. He had a game-high 20, and then Thompson, 17 points, 14 rebounds. Hook 'em, 76-53, 10th straight loss.
Win streak helped the Commodores rise to number 18. Tuesday, they hope to avenge an earlier loss to Tennessee. Bruce Pearl broke out the blazer. Tennessee's offense, though, not on the same page in the second half. Check out Scottie Hobson trying to get open. Offense is struggling without Hobson getting a touch. Jeffrey Taylor denying Hobson the ball. Then later in the possession, the Vols, well, they never got a shot off in time. Shot clock violation on Tennessee. They trail by as many as 11 in the second half. Next Tennessee possession, they turn it over. Jeffrey Taylor's got it. Big finish puts Vandy up 8. Later in the second half, though, it's just a 2-point game. Scottie Hobson got the flat top working. He had 19 points, game tied at 49. Under 2 minutes left, Vanderbilt down 2. Tennessee forced the turnover. Vols made 11 of their 12 free throws down the stretch to ice it. Fewest points Vandy has ever scored against Tennessee in Memorial Gym. Izzo says it would be insane if every team above 500 in the Big Ten and Big East didn't get into the NCAA tournament. His Spartans 7-7 in league play on the way to Minnesota. Kalen Lucas on the way to the basket. Game tied early. Second half, Keith Appling, give me that. Gives it to Mike Keebler. Back to Appling, give and go, and it's gone. Michigan State up 2. Chip Armlin knocks down the 3, and the Gophers right back on top 38-37. Under 3 minutes to play, Michigan State down by 4. Darrell Summers knocking down the 3. Spartans down 1. It's nip and tuck all the way. Under a minute to play, 48 apiece. Draymond Green misses. Appling, big rebound, and he gets fouled. Hit both free throws. Spartans go up by 2. So now, last chance for Minnesota. Armlin can't hit. Michigan State wins 53-48. Lucas, 18 points, 4 steals for the Spartans.
Gave you a taste of this at the top of the show. It's North Carolina, Asheville against Coastal Carolina. That's Carolina's mascot, all fired up. I don't know if it's he or she. Jerron Lane. Asheville up 1. Lane had 16. Sam McLaren out past Anthony Rafa. Rafa had 15. Coastal Carolina cutting the lead to 1. Chad Gray. Spinning floater to go. Coastal Carolina team 25-3, up 1. All right, game tied. Matt Dickey, deep 3 off. Rafa grabs the rebound, calls a timeout. Okay, referee's going to say how much time we got on the clock. And they say 2.8. Inbounds, not the way they drew it up. Dickey, the way he dripped it up. Wow. Oh, the steal. The shot beats the buzzer. They took a look at it. And Asheville comes into Conway, South Carolina, and shocks Coastal Carolina. 61. Rutgers beat 16th-ranked Louisville. The Scarlet Knights would have 2 wins against ranked opponents in a season for the first time in 3 years. And if cows could fly, we wouldn't need airplanes. Louisville opens the game on a 17-2 run.
Might have some air pressure issues there.
Preston Knowles, 3 threes during that 17-2 start. Kyle Carrick, he had 11 points. It's all Rick Pitino's club. Mike Mara, 3. Louisville, 7 threes. Rutgers had 6 made, had 6 field goals, and Louisville had 7 threes at that point in the game. Knowles another one. He had 14, 4 threes. Louisville wins big, 55-37.
Sean Brooks' performance requires more attention. Brooks leading Providence at home against Notre Dame. First half, Notre Dame up 8. Ben Hansbrough for 3. He had a career-high 32 points on the night. Notre Dame up 11, but Hansbrough wasn't even close to the best performance in this game. Brooks came in averaging 24 points per game, second in Division I, but he got 24 then some. Providence down 11. Spinning fadeaway jumper cuts it to a 9-point game. Mike Gray said, "I'm not sure I've ever seen a performance like that from a young man." Brooks working on Hansbrough. He shot 20 of 28. It's not like he was gunning and missing. Providence down 9. Another fadeaway jumper. Keeps the Friars in it. They're down 6. He scored 15 points in the final 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Slams that one down. That dunk gave Brooks 47 points with 17.8 seconds to play, and the Friars down 2. So now, let's go back to 1991, shall we? Providence's Eric Murdoch scored 48 points in a loss against Pitt, which set the Big East single-game regular season scoring record. Just over 10 seconds to play on Wednesday. Providence down 4. Brooks, all the way, that's 49 now. So he's got the record. Providence down 2. Final seconds of regulation, off-balance 3. He went 6 of 10 on threes, 52 points for Brooks. His team goes down 94-93, but an outstanding performance from Marshawn.
Entertaining Colorado State. That means it's Jimmer time. Fredette, 42 points last time these two played in January. Coming off the screen, the 3 and 1. Fredette completes the 4-point play. BYU comfortable, up 13. Fredette turns it over. BYU had 19 turnovers. He's going to get elbowed in the face. That hurt. And then on the Colorado State scores. And then on the inbounds, Fredette goes the length of the court and says, "Oh, yeah?" And 1. He completed the 3-point play. He was 14 of 16 from the free throw line. Second half, now they're locked up in a tight one. It's a 4-point game. Well, the Rams go after the ball, and Brandon Davies says, "Thank you very much." He had a double-double, 14 and 15. Fredette, 34 points, shot this 9 of 26 from the field. Team shoots 39%, but in the end, BYU wins, and that's what matters, 84-76.
Was as comfortable at home as Duke. They'd won 85 consecutive non-conference home games heading into Wednesday's showdown with Temple. Kyle Singler, pump fake in the layup. Duke up 7 at the half. First game since rising back to the #1 spot in the country. Nolan Smith off the Mason Plumlee strip. Smith, 15 points. Duke up 12. Later in the second, they're up 12. Tyler Thornton with the rip. Pushes it up. Seth Curry to Mason Plumlee. Big finish. Defense late rotating. Duke up 14, and then Singler just took over. He had been struggling. Shot 10 of 19 in this game. Strong move there for the bucket. Singler had 28 points, moved into 13th place on the all-time ACC scoring list. Duke wins at 78-61. That's 35 in a row overall for the Devils at Campbell.
Man, what a finish in Ann Arbor. 12th-ranked Wisconsin taking on Michigan. Denard Robinson, DNP coach's decision. So he's the quarterback in the football team if you're new to this program.
And looking like Lil Wayne.
Tim Hardaway Jr. finds Jordan Morgan with the jump hit. Wolverines up 2. 30 seconds left. Michigan up 2. Darius Morris, front end of a one-on-one. Missed free throws killed Michigan. 5+ seconds left. Josh Gasser. Yes, sir. His friends, they call him Mr. Glass. Coach, your thoughts on the buzzer beater?
Jordan drew a double team, found Josh wide open. And I don't know about the bank shot, but you know what, in basketball, if it comes through the net, you have to count him.
The freshman hits it when it counts. Badgers by 1. What a wild one. Let's go back to the Big East. 11th-ranked Georgetown at home against Cincinnati. They're at home, but you wouldn't recognize them being at home. 12 of 48 from the field, 25%. And this a huge play in a very disappointing night for the Hoyas. Chris Wright, the point guard, hurts his hand. Went down, stepped on by Kashmir Wright. He'd have to leave. He goes to the locker room, comes back in. He's going to come back in with a brace on. He's going to gut it out. Or so that was the plan. But a little later, tries to make a pass. He's playing with one hand, and you see he's diagnosed with a broken hand, and he is out indefinitely, and that is a serious blow. to Georgetown as we move into March. And well, the Hoyas couldn't throw it in the ocean standing on the beach. And Cincinnati is going to get its first win on the road over a ranked team in 20 games, 58-46.
Top on board the SportsCenter Express now with some college basketball action. Starting the SEC, Kentucky and Arkansas under a minute left. Arkansas down 2. Jalissa Nobles hits the layup, tied at 70. They go to overtime. In overtime, less than 20 seconds to go. Arkansas down 1. Marcus Brits is not anymore. Arkansas wins by 1. John Pelfrey beats his alma mater finally. Kentucky 1-6 on the road in the SEC. North Carolina and NC State. John Henson misses. Harrison Barnes does not. 14 of his 16 in the second half. Dexter Strickland misses. Barnes again with the dunk. And then Barnes with a 3, part of a 17-7 run for Carolina. They go on to win it 75-63. They have beaten the Wolfpack 10 straight times.
Big East. George Blaney there. Jim Calhoun not. He's at a family funeral. Hosting Marquette. Marquette certainly on the bubble. Last time UConn hosted Marquette, Blaney coached for Jim Calhoun, who was sick. Jimmy Butler hit a shot with about 3 seconds left. Marquette won by 2. First half, Marquette. Dwight Bikes, 3-pointer and 1. He'd complete the 4-point play, and then under a minute to play in the first. Marquette's up 7. Oh, yeah, Jimmy played pretty good. Jimmy Butler. Marquette closed the first half on a 31-12 run. They're up 11 at the break. Second half, where's Kemba Walker? There he is. 3 and 1. Another 4-point play. A little bit later, Walker, rebound. Says, I took it at that end. I might as well take it at this end. He had 27, but he also had 2 turnovers in the final 80 seconds in this one. With about 12, 13 seconds to play, Darius Johnson Odom, pump fake, up, glass, game tied. 6 seconds left. Walker made so many big plays this season. That one can't get it to go. We go to overtime. 9 of Marquette's 11 losses this season have come against ranked teams. UConn down 1. Darius Johnson Odom, pull up Marquette up 3. 9 of his 17 come in OT. Marquette 74-67 OT. Buzz Williams with our Andy K.
6 Pittsburgh trying to bounce back from that heartbreaker against St. John's over the weekend. Another installment of the backyard brawl for them against West Virginia in Pittsburgh's backyard. Look at Gilbert Brown. Big finish. Panthers without Talib Zano, who broke his right thumb, according to Jamie Dixon, messing around with teammates before the game. Brown got in some foul trouble himself. Joe Mazzulla not messing around. Cam Thurman there for the putback. West Virginia up 1 at the half. Second half, Gary McGee with the block. John Saunders, Fran Fraschilla with the call.
McGee not only spikes the ball, but spikes Mazzulla.
I got rejected once like that at the prom.
Later in the second half, Pitt up 8, Brad Wanamaker. Pittsburgh made a 17-5 run to pull away in the second half, and then later Wanamaker and McGee. Big finish. Pittsburgh shot 65% in the second half. West Virginia shot 26%. That's really all you need to know.
10 basketball, 10th ranked Arizona at USC. I mean, this is when you know a dude's a basketball junkie. Blake Griffin's at the game. Dude's playing 82 games of his own day off. He goes to a game. Lamont Jones putting on a show for him. Take another look. Wildcats up 3. They're your ranked team. They're 10th ranked again. All right, USC down 3. We got about 3 minutes to go. Nikola Vucevic, he had 25 and 12. It's a 1-point game. 2:30 left, tied. Jones drives. Alex Stevenson, he had a double-double and the big block there. And then Marcus Simmons, he gets the block on Jones. USC up 2. Remember, Arizona's got Derek Williams, and he can flat out score. But he flat out couldn't score in this game. Season low 8 points. USC ends Arizona's 8-game win streak, 65. Aries and Gonzaga's run of 10 consecutive West Coast Conference titles. If the Gales beat the Zags, the answer is yes. Under 2 minutes left, Gonzaga down 3. The save by St. Mary's, but the shot by Marquise Carter, and Gonzaga has tied it under 10 seconds left. Mickey McConnell, you remember, he beat the Zags in Spokane with the last-second shot. Doesn't get it there. Overtime in OT, tied. Dimitri Goodson, Turnaround J for Mark Few's club. And then St. Mary's down 1. McConnell again. No, he can't get it to go, and the Gale forced fails as the Zags stay alive for a conference title.
ACC's Eastern Division title. Gators riding a 5-game win streak. Chandler Parsons and Kenny Boynton came to play for Billy Donovan. Early second half, Florida down 7. Georgia turns it over. Irving Walker says, I'll take that. Gets it to Parsons, says, you take that. Florida down 5. Later in the second, Florida down 3. Parsons has got 3. 16 points for him in the game, 35 apiece. Later in the second, here's Boynton. 3 for him. Florida up 5 and pulling away. Boynton, 3 more. His 3rd in a row. Florida up 61-53. Next possession, Boynton on the break. He's going to share it with Alex Tyus. This time, Boynton 18 points, 4 assists. Hey, Gators have been under the radar, but they are rolling right now, 11-2 in the SEC.